So, okay, what is happening? Because since there is no transpiration taking place here, a pressure is developed here, and this pressure, this root pressure which is developed, it can transport the water, it can move the water, but it is capable enough of only moving the water by only a few centimeters. This pressure generated is only about 1 to 10 atmospheres, and it cannot move the water to a great height. Okay? So this root pressure theory was actually discarded. This is a mechanism of transport of water, but this mechanism can work in those plants जिनमें the plant height is very small. For example, if you talk about the herbaceous plants, जितनी भी herbs होती हैं, since they are very small in height, so the transport of water is not a problem in them. If the transport occurs by this root pressure mechanism, okay? Because the root pressure can take place in those जिसमें जिनकी height ज़्यादा ना हो, and herbaceous plants have a very small height. So the transport of water can easily occur through the root pressure mechanism. Okay? So now I'll write it down. What was the experiment which was actually done? So you can take a rooted plant and water it nicely. Okay, so now you can take the screenshot of this. This was the first theory, which was the root pressure theory, or the first mechanism through which ascent of sap can occur. Done? इसी में एक टर्म आती है which is known as guttation. So what is this guttation? Guttation is actually the loss of water in the form of liquid. So it is actually the loss of water in the form of liquid through the structures known as hydrathodes. Known as hydrathodes. Okay? And what are these hydrathodes? They are actually the openings present at the leaf margin. So they are the openings present at the लीफ मार्जिन, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ दिस इज अ प्लांट, ठीक है, दिस इज अ प्लांट. सो ये जो लीफ की मार्जिन है, लाइक दीज मार्जिन, ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे these openings are present and these are actually the hydeth holes. ठीक है, so these are the hydeth holes. So what is guttation? It is actually the loss of water in the form of liquid through the structures known as hydeth holes. कभी if you have ever noticed, कभी if you wake up early in the morning and तो अभी किसी plant को या किसी भी tree को observe किया हो या grass पे भी observe किया हो, तो you must have seen certain dew droplets. You must have seen certain water droplets present on the leaves of the plant. So what is that? That is actually because of the guttation. Guttation is, do not confuse guttation with transpiration. Transpiration तो क्या होता है? Transpiration means the loss of water in the form of water vapors through the exposed parts of the plant. ठीक है. And जो most of the plants जो होते हैं, most of the plants के अंदर जो transpiration होता है takes place in the daytime. ठीक है. But guttation generally it occurs in the early morning. जनरली अर्ली मॉर्निंग में होता है when the stomata they are actually closed. So guttation में there is a loss of water in the form of droplets, ठीक है, in the form of liquid. But whereas in case of transpiration there is a loss of water in the form of water vapor. So there is a difference between the two terms, that is guttation and your transpiration. ठीक है. So guttation, there is a loss of water in the form of liquid through the certain structures which are known as hydrathodes, and these hydrathodes they are the openings which are present at the leaf margin. ठीक है. And this loss of water from the margin of the leaves, it occurs at the night or the early morning. So this loss of water occurs at night or early morning. ठीक है. So that is known as guttation. ठीक है. Now, acha, there's a difference between, there is one more similar term which is bleeding. If the loss occurs from the injured part, if the loss occurs from the injured part of plant, then that process is known as bleeding. ठीक है. So it is different. Guttation में the loss has to occur through the uninjured parts of the plant. In guttation, the loss occurs through uninjured parts of the plant. ठीक है. So there's a difference between, this is another term, what is bleeding. Bleeding is basically if there is any part of the plant which is actually injured, so that plant, so all the liquid starts oozing out. It may be water or it can be other certain solutes or other components. So that mechanism is known as bleeding. So there's a difference between the two terms, that is bleeding and this guttation. ठीक है. Example, where does this guttation mechanism occurs? Example, garden nasturtium. Grasses, it can be very easily seen in grasses. Kabhi early morning, if you walk upon the grass, you find it wet. Why is it wet? It is wet because of the mechanism of guttation. ठीक है. Grasses में you can see oats, barley, rice, etc. anything. ठीक है. Now guttation occurs. There's a condition for guttation also. Guttation occurs when the rate of water absorption is high. So guttation occurs when rate of water absorption is high and the rate of transpiration is low. And the rate of transpiration is low. Okay? And this condition, such condition is developed in the night time or the early morning. So such condition is developed in the night time or early morning. So therefore, अच्छा ये नाइट और अर्ली मॉर्निंग में क्यों होता है? बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लांट्स, लाइक आई सेड, मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लांट्स में जो ट्रांसपिरेशन होता है इट टेक्स प्लेस इन द डे टाइम, therefore, and रात में the transpiration doesn't occur, so therefore this guttation process it actually happens in the night or the early morning. ठीक है? And guttation occurs because of the root pressure. So this root pressure is an example, or here you can see it in the guttation. So guttation occurs due to development of positive root pressure. Okay, so this guttation actually occurs because of the development of the positive root pressure. अच्छा, now what does this liquid of guttation जो इसमें से water ooze out करता है, what does this contain? So this liquid of guttation along with water contains, so the liquid of guttation along with water contains some organic salts and a certain inorganic substances. ठीक है, so this is the composition of the liquid of the guttation. That is, it is not pure. It contains certain components. That is, it is not pure and contains substances like aspartic acid, और क्या प्रेजेंट होगा? Asparagine, salts and sugar. Asparagine, salts and sugars. So this is what is actually present in the liquid. Now this guttation occurs through the margins of the leaves, which are known as the special pores known as hydrathodes. These hydrathodes, they are also known as water stomata. And these hydrathodes, they always remain open. Okay, so these hydrathodes, they are always open, and each hydrathode is actually consists of a group of loosely arranged parenchymatous cells. So each hydrathode consists of a group of loosely arranged parenchymatous cells known as epithelium cells. ठीक है, तो जो each hydratode, it is comprised of a group of loosely arranged parenchymatous cells, and these cells are known as the epithelium cells. So now you can take the screenshot and I'll draw the diagram of the hydrathodes. Done? The outermost layer is actually the epidermis. Okay, so this is the epidermis, the outermost layer. Below this epidermis, what will be present? There will be palisade parenchyma. So here this is the palisade parenchyma. और यहाँ पे there will be some spongy parenchyma. And center में what will be present? Center में there will be the vascular bundles. ठीक है? So these are all the vascular bundles. ठीक है? And where are these epithelium cells actually present? These epithelium cells, they are present here. They have some intercellular spaces. So these are the epithelium cells and these are the intercellular space, and this is water stomata, or you can call it as hydatodes. ठीक है? So these are the water pores and this is the guard cell. ठीक है? Now what else is there? This outer layer, it is the cuticle. This is the epidermis. This is palisade parenchyma. This is spongy parenchyma, and these are all the vascular bundles. ठीक है? So these are the vascular bundles.
From water pore
Of liquid water pore is due to the development of a positive pressure in the xylem. Is due to the development of a positive pressure in xylem. ठीक है? So this was the mechanism which was guttation. हाँ बोलो. Exudation, release, exudation.
ठीक है. So यहाँ पे guttation is over and basically the root pressure is also over. So the next type of mechanism is actually going to be the transpirational pull mechanism. So next is transpirational pull. So now this transpirational pull is actually the most important pressure. ठीक है. So it is the most important pressure. And how do you define transpiration? It is the loss of water in the form of water vapors. So transpiration is, it is the loss of water in the form of water vapor through stomata. ठीक है. This is defined as, or this is known as transpiration. Now if we talk about the stomata of both the dicot plants and the monocot plants, I hope you understand how are the stomata of dicot and the monocot plants. Dicots में क्या होता है? What is the shape of the stomata in case of dicots? In case of dicots, the shape of the stomata is actually bean shaped. ठीक है. And if you remember, the inner wall of the stomata is actually thick, whereas the outer wall is thin. And on the outer side, what is present? There are certain additional cells which are present, and these cells, they are the subsidiary cells. So what are these cells? They are the subsidiary cells, and this is the stomatal pore. ठीक है. This is the stomatal pore. और यहाँ पे और क्या present होता है? And there are certain cellulosic microfibrils होते हैं यहाँ पे, which hold these guard cells in position. So these are the cellulosic microfibrils. ठीक है. They are radially arranged. So these are the cellulosic microfibrils. ठीक है. Now how are these stomata going to open or close? अच्छा, पहले साथ के साथ में we'll discuss the monocots also. Monocots में कैसे होते हैं stomata? They are actually dumbbell shaped. ठीक है. Similarly, the inner wall, it is going to be thick, and the outer wall is going to be thin. ठीक है. And यहाँ पे बाहर में these will be the additional cells which are known as the subsidiary cells. So you can see the structure of dicot and the monocots. जो leaves होती है उनके अंदर जो stomata होता है, you can see that structure in case of anatomy and or the morphology chapter. ठीक है. तो अब इसमें क्या होगा? यहाँ पे these are the chloroplasts which are going to be present. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब ये स्टोमेटा ओपन कैसे होंगे या फिर क्लोज कब होंगे? ठीक है. सबसे पहले the opening of guard cells, it depends on the endosmosis process. So the opening of guard cells, it depends on एंडोस्मोसिस. ठीक है. एंडोस्मोसिस पे कैसे डिपेंड करेंगे? व्हेन द गार्ड सेल्स हैव टू ओपन. अभी के टाइम पे दीज गार्ड सेल्स आर ओपन, और सपोज व्हेन दे आर क्लोज, व्हेन द गार्ड सेल्स हैव टू ओपन, दे टेक आयंस फ्रॉम द सब्सिडरी सेल्स. तो ये जो सब्सिडरी सेल्स होते हैं, दीज सब्सिडरी सेल्स हैव हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ आयंस. ठीक है. तो आयंस का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन हाई किस में होगा? इन दीज सब्सिडरी सेल्स. ठीक है. सो व्हेन दीज गार्ड सेल्स दे हैव टू ओपन, सो these guard cells, they take up the ions from the guards, also from the subsidiary cells. ठीक है. So from these cells, what will happen? The sodium ion and potassium ion, they are actively pumped into the guard cells. So which means actively pumped matlab ki they will be using energy. So by using the energy, these ions, they are pumped into the guard cells. For example, so here, from here, these ions, they will start entering into the guard cell. So these are the sodium ions, potassium ions, sodium ions and potassium ions. Okay. So all these ions, they actually start entering into the guard cells now. ठीक है. और ये actively pump होंगे. That means energy is used. अब इसके वजह से क्या होगा? Since now you understand, अब ज़्यादा यहाँ पे ions का accumulation कहाँ पे हो जाएगा? The ions will start accumulating more in the guard cells, which means now the guard cells will become hypertonic. ठीक है. Now the guard cells, they become hypertonic because of the accumulation of these ions. ठीक है. Now where is the more concentration of water? So the water has to move. Water कौन से direction में move करेगा? And we know water moves from hypotonic to hypertonic. So यहाँ पे तो hypertonic condition created है because of greater concentration of ions. Now the water will start entering into these guard cells. बात समझ में आ रही है? Now the water starts entering into the guard cells from the subsidiary cells. ठीक है? And therefore, due to the entry of the water into the guard cells, they actually swell and their inner wall gets stretched. This is the reason why their inner wall is actually thick as compared to the rest of the wall. ठीक है? So the guard cells, they swell and their inner wall gets stretched and the opening widens. ठीक है? The basic mechanism remains same in both the dicot as well as monocot. ठीक है? So firstly, you can take a screenshot of this side so that I can write down how does this opening actually, how do the guard cells, they actually open. So यहाँ पे आप ये भी लिख सकते हैं, due to the accumulation of ions, तो